Ask me questions like if we gonna make it. I don't know. I don't know.
Tell me why you being cold-hearted. Think I'm playing games when I'm being so honest. Why you beg for my affection if you don't want it? I give you love and attention and you still going on about this and that. Ice cold touch when I kiss and you kiss me back. Torn overseas when I miss, will you miss me back? Oh, you only running with me for the victory lap. Are you a groupie only in it for the paper stack? Cause I ain't spinning chicken, I ain't tricking, can't relate to that. I ain't spitting fiction,
Yes.
I'm just wishing you could see the facts. We on the road to self-destruction.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Womxn Orators Wednesday here at Loisaida Center. Give it up for Loisaida Center that's housing the Nuyorican Poets Café in these wonderful programs. This is the first WOW of 2024. And yes, and I'm so excited. This is something that started right after the pandemic, when we reopened from the pandemic. So 2 years strong. And here we are at the Loisaida Center as the Nuyorican Poets Café is under a $24 million, 3-year-long construction process with Nuyo reconstruction, something that it has always needed. I could tell you. How many people have gone to the Nuyorican Poets Café? How many of you went to the first floor bathroom? Okay, now you know why we need some Nuyo reconstruction. But speaking of bathrooms, our bathrooms are here located on the first floor next to the water fountain. And those bathrooms are very nice. So let's keep it that way. No graffiti, scratchiti, Pokiti, kuriri, anything, no stickers, no nothing. We'll keep it nice and clean for Loisaida Center so they continue inviting us back. We've been doing our open mics, our series as well, hosted by Soul Preem. That'll be happening the last Wednesday of this month. But today is dedicated to the women. This open mic, is for our upliftment, for our expression, for our complete, authenticity, and letting us be who we are, shine brightly. The world needs us in this oppressive-ass world of a patriarchy that we breathe every single day as women. It's no joke, but we are resilient, and here we are to celebrate that. So everybody gets one piece. You could do one poem today. I'm not going to cap the limit, but you know when you're going too long. So I'm going to trust that you know and let you do your thing and let the world know who you are. My name is Caridad de la Luz, La Bruja. By the way, I forgot to introduce myself. La Bruja, Executive Director of the Nuyorican Poets Café. I forgot about myself. Started my career at the Nuyorican Poets Café April 3rd, 1996. Yeah, so my Bruja-versary is coming up for April 3rd. It'll be a wow night. So we do this the first Wednesday of every month. So make sure, we're like menstruation. We So what other rule? We make you feel it. So I guess, no censorship. Say what you want. Just, no hate speech. You can use props here. No nudity. And the theme is yours. You're, here to shine. Do your thing. If men come up here, which I don't think we have any signs up tonight, but should that change, it is to celebrate and uplift women. So that's what it is. So thank you, audience, for being here. Show some love for yourselves for being here. Show some love for my Nuyorican Poets Café staff in the house that helped make it happen, and the Loisaida Center staff. This is super exciting. We are quality up here with the cameras. This is fantastic. So I am going to read something that is absolutely brand new. New shit. I'm gonna have the ovaries to share this one. I've been keeping a journal for throughout my therapy, through therapy sessions. And so I've been asked to talk about trauma. And I'm gonna share whatever. My relationship with trauma is a dance. Sometimes it leads me, and sometimes I dance beside it. I remind myself I have more than I thought I would have. Trauma thanks itself for that. I made you a hustler, a hot stepper. Because of me, you have that pep. Always tiptoeing around what trauma might be next. Trauma is a prankster that loves to play with trust. Each time I extend it, I'm waiting for it to go bust. My ego loves to know I was right about being wrong. Then I move on to dance to another song. But before long, there it goes and plays again. Trauma is a partner who loves to take my hand, leads me to the dance floor and says, "Shall we begin?" So let's see what themes emerge out of tonight. And we have first up Vilma Luz Gabang, and on deck we have Emily Rose. So, ladies and gentlemen, Vilma Luz.
Don't make on me one of them things and you act so cold. So cold, so I know for you it's hard to hear that.
Way to begin. Hello, everyone. I am excited to be here. As a memoirist, I share The Heart of an Advocate that was released during Hispanic Heritage Month. And at the end of my book, I have an epilogue, a poetic prose, that I give all the credit to the Nuyorican Poets Café for creating the space during the pandemic for me to process the healing and metabolize some of my hurts. So here's the introduction. Part of my healing occurred by writing poetry during the pandemic. I had the great fortune of performing these two poems for the Nuyorican Poets Café online, which is ironically 3 blocks away from where I lived as an infant in Alphabet City. It came full circle for me, a poet sharing her pain, her journey, and her healing. So it's called Blow It Away. I performed this one for you online. I had props. No props today. I only have my voice. I tried to cry it away, but it only made you meaner. I tried to talk it away, but it only made you a stone-cold retreater. Every time I told you to stop, you justified it as recreational pastime. I tried to count the days away, a faithful calendar keeper, to show you a pattern of wrongs and how we can mend your soul to be a feeler. You told me that you were not strong and that you needed me to see you. But I pushed it away. I counted away, marking each day you came home drunk, trying to come down from that high feeling. One day, I took a big stand, showing you those calendar sheets as I flung them towards the ceiling. Your eyes looked like daggers when I showed you what I had been seeing. This was not recreational joy, tracking your lost days of not feeling. This was you running from your past, and you needed deep healing. After you got off your high ivory tower full of distorted perceptions of high and mighty intentions, you got in my face, and you took your stand, pulled up in my face, toe-to-toe with this fighter. My only words were, if you hit me, you better make sure I don't get back the fuck up. You quietly stepped away. I quietly let go of my breath, grateful that you didn't hit me. It's like herding feral cats, cornered and fierce. You hissed me away, you scratched me away, you charged me away, Little did I know that the path to your healing was for me to step away. Quickly, I packed my bags and left. But it's not until I truly moved myself away to another state of consciousness away, where I discovered that I couldn't help heal someone. They needed to want healing for themselves. And this is when I discovered that I wanted my own healing. I tried to dance it away. I tried to drink it away. I tried to smoke it away. They say a smooth cigar can really do wonders. I tried to run it away. I tried to ride it away. I tried to ride it away. They say a Harley can do wonders. My pendulum shifted, taking stock of how far I had gotten. I'd gotten a universe away, stepped into a new world away, into greater possibilities. Family and friends helped me get away, to a little cape of hope away, to a new sanctuary away, on the water away, as I cried it away, away, away. Blow it away.
Vilma Luz Gabang, ladies and gentlemen. I tried to ride it away. That was a groove. I tried to, All right. Okay, so on deck we have Espada de la Luz. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, show some love for Emily Rose.
Hello, everybody. I just want to apologize in advance for breaking one of La Bruja's rules, because I'm going to do two pieces. One is an original, one is not, and I'll talk about exactly why I did both. So the first, I just want to start by saying rest in power, Cecilia Gentili. This is for the woman of the stroll. Some only had 7 seconds before the trick got dangerous or before they knew what might happen. Only 7 seconds to get in their last car. There were some that had 7 minutes of time in the glorious ball stage, in the spotlight, and that was their eternal life. Some had 7 hours of time a day to put together their look to serve their elegance and beauty and realness. 7 days to count down to the next time that they would be there. Thank you. And this one is by Melania Luisa. This is her new poetry book. I highly, highly recommend. It's called Plantains and Are Becoming. And this piece is called Good Evening, Officer. Non-melanated police officer pulls me over. I check my meter. At the time, I may have been going exactly 35 miles per hour. My mother taught me to be precise in that way. I rolled down my window, relieved I look cute today. My contour looks flawless. My highlighter is beaming. I've got the perfect pair of earrings on, I do. They are giving the harmless chick who is willing to use her everything to crawl herself out of this white man's overuse of power fashion vibes. I happen to be wearing a black turtleneck. I begin to question my choice of outfit. Was this the reason he stopped me? Has he been warned that people are reawakening? That they are no longer sleeping? Has he been warned that exuding unfiltered joy is an act of political warfare? That my resistance is in the subtle way I smile at him? All proper and well-fed, being soft and stern has its perks. There's something so powerful about sharing your magic, but suiting up when someone wants to outright steal it. And we women are very intuitive in this way. I'm trying not to be so analytical about my own choice of clothing, so I tell myself he seems well versed in the nuances of urban thotties. He's a young cop from the South, and I'm sure he has Instagram and is up to speed that this is the kind of outfit an artsy hoe would wear. Anyways, because aesthetics, also I'm from New York, and people from New York are just naturally interesting, so I contemplate that maybe he stopped me to compliment me on how interesting I look, but probably not. So I roll down my window, I say, "Good evening, officer." He smiles and says, "I'm gonna need to see your license and insurance." I ask him if I did something wrong, other than the obvious things that could be wrong about this particular situation for someone like me in a country like this. He tells me that I was driving 5 miles above the speed limit. I apologize. Tell him I thought I was driving slow, but I must have been mistaken. I apologize once more. The sorry echoes out of me like I am pleading for my life, to be spared another day, to let me choose how I wish to die. He looks at me in such a way as if to say, "How dare you? Be black and woman and pretty and happy, daughter of immigrants whose native tongue I use at my convenience. How dare I live the joyous life my grandmothers prayed for, have the audacity to claim America as my own? How dare I claim a country that doesn't love me as my own?" I smile at him in such a way as if to say, "How dare you? Do you not realize that anything you can do, I do in heels, all while bleeding?" This is my first performance of 2024. Real. I've been feeling a lot in like divine timing, and that first poem I wrote was a writer's workshop that I go to once a week at Langston Hughes' house. I definitely recommend it. It's called Langston Hughes Parlor. It is led by Rise Felicia. That's her Instagram. Felicia Cade. She is beautiful, wonderful poet that just knows how to lead a workshop. Like, you have to be there to just see it. The vibes are incredible. And you're in Langston Hughes' house. And the prompt was to track your time on sevens. I wrote it on January 27th, and today is February 7th. And there's a lot of significance to that second piece. That book of poems is about a Dominican writer. She wrote the poem Afro-Latina, and I am Taina Afro-Latina, my earrings say it. And power struggles have been a huge part of my life lately, and I'm taking my power back in a lot of ways. Thank you.
Emily Rose, everybody. Want to shout out Emily Rose as part of our team, was our bartender when we had the cafe open, and has been helping here at Loisaida Center and at Puerto Rican Traveling Theater. So thank you, Emily Rose. And Shirley Faith is on deck. Shirley Faith, where you at, Shirley Faith? There you go. And now please welcome Espada de la Luz.
Hey. Just utilize this. Sorry, folks. Thank you, Ron. Are you running that? Oh, sorry, Paul. Thank you, Paul. How's everybody doing? My name is Espada de la Luz, a resident Nuyorican as well. Shout out to La Bruja, my mom. I love you so much. And of course to the Nuyorican and everybody here for pulling up. This is a new piece I wrote today, but yes, some new shit indeed. But it's definitely something I've been ruminating on for a while, because sorry, but the men in my life have just been disappointing me. So I am gonna write and speak on that. Yes, not you, Ron. I guess this piece is called "It's Always the Men in Your Life." It's always the men in your life. It's always the men in your life who feel the need to explain things a little slower and stoop just a little lower to undermine your intelligence. Despite their negligence, now I'm getting a 20-minute lecture about something that I've been knew since high school. And of course you'd think I wouldn't know, so can we go? Oh, you're not done. You're still going. I get it. I wish I had the privilege of constant cockiness or feeling safe at the gym to get on my Aki shit, but I don't, so can I go? Cause I feel eyes burning, a new hole on my ass, cause this asshole won't stop staring at mine, and damn, I know I'm fine, but damn, I thought you were a man. Was respect not a part of the plan? You weren't taught to keep your hands to yourself or seek therapy to better your mental health? I wonder if we owned the world and hurled every last one of our women into another country we deemed underprivileged because there's commies and swamis, so we come and we start bombing because America's the best, right? And we gotta imperialize the rest, right? Gotta turn everything into the West, right? I wonder, would we rape, impregnate products of hate only to eliminate the very laws to safely abort them? I wonder. Because it's always the men in your life. It's always the men in your life that make you question the things that you like, always feel that they have to be right, solidify your insecurities by weaponizing them in a fight, make everything a competition and refuse to listen, got me bent in the same old position, while they try to put you on to some shit that you been knew since high school. Thank you. Once again, my name is Espada de la Luz. If you want to follow me on Instagram, you can follow me at Espada XOX. I'm dropping a single next week on Valentine's Day, so look me up.
This and that, ice cold touch when I kiss and you kiss me back. Torn overseas when I miss, will you miss me back?
Beast mode. Yes. Me and Espada have shared so many stages throughout their life, and it's been beautiful to watch you blossom and find your own voice, and it's really so exciting. I love you too. I'm so happy. It's so great. And it's wonderful that people see that there can be a healthy relationship with mother and daughter, and like I could hear you, I could listen to you, your truth, your real truth, and I wish more parents would just listen sometimes. Even if it messes with your ego, or even if it's about you, like, it's okay to just listen and do that work, And you're also proof that I'm not a man. A lot of she got a trans voice. I'm very proud of that. That's a compliment. But you're like, I'll just leave it at that. So we got Cap on deck. Right now, please welcome Shirley Faith.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Shirley Faith, multilingual _ poet. I write in Spanish. I'm working on some Portuguese stuff, and I'm working on some things in Sanskrit. So I'm loving poetry. I'm going deep. Este poema se llama Veneno. Cuando una serpiente venenosa muerde, a veces la víctima no está consciente del punzante de los colmillos. Me acuerdo de tus primeros besos. Los besos de un serpiente cautivado, lo siento. Los besos de una serpiente cautivadora llevan un veneno invisible para poder devorar entero. Era sutil tu manera cruel de destruirme. Al principio arde con un presagio de adormecer del dolor. Tú, sin sensibilidad, contándome cómo ibas a transformarme con tu amor eterno, aconsejándome que tenías las llaves del jardín del paraíso. Lentamente, el veneno debilita la transmisión de los impulsos de los nervios, inmovilizando a la víctima. Me cautivó. Solo quería estar contigo. No pude escapar. La sangre se convierte en gotas duras que desgarran el corazón, el cerebro. Tus palabras, promesas de una serpiente. Eres la más bella. Eres bombástica. Entumecieron mi cerebro. Perdí mi habilidad de despejar la mente, apagando las luces en mi cerebro. El veneno causa necrosis. La víctima ya no puede respirar. Es una muerte lenta. Empezaste a criticarme, quejándote de mi familia, mis hijos, mis pasiones, mi apariencia, mis amistades. Me comparaste con las mujeres superiores que tenías antes. El veneno causa una infección cuyo resultado es un trauma que descompone todos los componentes celulares que hacen uno sentirse viva. Perdí los tejidos vivos, desenrollando los hilos de mi creatividad, mi pasión. Cuando para el corazón y todo el cuerpo se convierte en una masa viscosa, la cual se puede moldear hacia una forma más comestible para el serpiente. El amor que sentía por ti se mezcló con una confusión enorme. Estaba paralizada por causa de tu poder destructivo. Allí me dejaste por muerta. Ahora entiendo por qué Eva comió la manzana. Con su dulzura lleva la esperanza de vivir conscientemente del peligro y del dolor. Comiéndosela, transformó la serpiente en su propio poder, el Kundalini. Kundalini, con su energía salvaje, despertando, iluminando la conciencia, elevando las habilidades psíquicas, aumentando la empatía, la compasión, la creatividad. Es liberación de la ignorancia. Ya no seré tu víctima. Soy demasiado poderosa sin ti. No me puedes destruir. Sigo comiendo manzanas. I can read it in English if I have time. When a venomous snake bites, sometimes the victim isn't conscious of the skin being pierced by fangs. I remember your first kisses. The kisses of a charming snake have an invisible venom that helps the snake to devour one entirely. It was subtle, your cruel way of destroying me. At first it burns with a guarantee of numbing the pain. You, without sensitivity, telling me how you would transform me, advising me that you held the keys to the Garden of Eden. Slowly the poison debilitates the transmission of nerve impulses, immobilizing the victim. You captured me. I only wanted to be with you. I couldn't escape. The blood turns into hard drops which rip apart the heart and the brain. Your words, promises of a snake. You are so beautiful. It numbed my brain. I lost the ability to clear my mind, shutting off the lights in my head. The venom causes necrosis. The victim can't breathe now. It's a slow death. You started to criticize me, complaining about my family, my children, my passions, my friendships. You compared me to the superior women you had before me. The venom causes an infection, resulting in a trauma that decomposes all of the cells that are the essence of life. I lost the weavings of life, the threads of my creativity, my passion, unspooling. When it stops, the heart and the whole body turn into a viscous mass that can be molded into something edible for the snake. The love that I had felt for you was now mixed with great confusion. I was paralyzed because of your destructive power. Then you left me for dead. Now I understand why Eve ate the apple. With its sweetness, it carries the hope of living conscious of danger and pain. By eating it, she turned the snake into her power. Kundalini with her wild energy, waking up, illuminating consciousness, lifting psychic energies, increasing empathy and compassion, creativity. It is liberation from ignorance. I will not be your victim. I am too powerful without you. You cannot destroy me. I will keep eating apples.
Shirley Faith. How you like them apples? Okay, we got Jasmine G on deck. Very own Jasmine G. And please welcome up our programs assistant and working with the youth, K through 12, and helping in all ways. Ladies and gentlemen, show some love for Cap.
Product placement. Hi. I was like nervous about tonight because I really wanted to share this poem, but like it's kind of like too soon, but also life is too short to be giving all of these fucks. So fuck it, we're doing it. Definitely, I finished it on the way here, so new shit. Oh my God, I'm mortified. It's gonna be fine though. I gotta get it off my chest, you know? So it's coming out how it's coming out. All right, boom. This is called, Is This How You Treat Her? I know, right? Okay, sorry. I'm stalling, can you tell? Is this how you treat her? You inspired me to feel something different. You gave me a look that made me want to buckle in the knees. How dare we be adults with jobs and responsibilities? Shit, next lifetime, I want to be a tree. He said, can I be your soil? That's basically a proposal. And you're watering a part of me I didn't know was parched. My favorite part is how I see omens in everything. Like how you were born in the place that I call home. Coffee for two, your fingers interlocking mine, the one white rose. Oh my God. The crazy part is how the powers that be thought of you when they conceived the phrase sweet nothing. Because 8 days later, your sweetness fades like crusty honey. Now I must relearn that honey catches flies who ain't shit too. Maybe I've been looking at it all wrong. A better angle may be how I told you I didn't need that coffee you bought me, but I drank it anyway. How you look, feel, smell, and taste like home, but you denied her when I brought her up. How your fingers lacing mine felt like a surprise because I shouldn't have crashed that party, and now we have too many eyes, but that rose, it still hasn't wilted, and it's been 19 days. That must mean that the intention was so pure and so true that even its petals are inspired to keep me company. Maybe the rose is fake. And I can't be bothered to chase, so I decided that waiting for you was a waste, and on the morning of the 31st day, I took that rose out its water. Like clockwork or magic, you appear that afternoon, turn around and demand something I once graciously afforded you, back to sweet nothing promises, on again and off again, but it's too bad, 'cause this girl knows better than to let you stay and spoil her roots with your soil of decay. This girl is still a girl, not a tree, not stuck, not tricked by your deceit, not swayed by you wanting to fuck. I fill these empty spaces with my own praying hands till I can look you in your face and say, bro, kiss my ass. Thank you. I got it off my chest. Woo. Find me at the Nuyorican Poets Café.
Cap. Woo! What? No cap on cap. Wow. I was thinking maybe he put hairspray on that shit like they used to, you know? They used to put hairspray on the flowers and shit. That Aquanet. Okay, Ariana Milian in the building. Yes, on deck is Ariana. And now let's welcome another one of our very own, our house manager at the Nuyorican Poets Café and then programs assistant in all things. Show some love for Jasmine G.
How we doing? I got some new angry shit for y'all. You need trust, I can't give it. You need an ear, mine's off limits. Need a shoulder, busy being my own weight, holding my own weight. Want shelter? I need to be my own shield. You want understanding? Mine is still recovering. You want empathy? My heart is still bleeding. Need protection? Pull that knife out of my back. You want to stab me again? My knife beat you to it. Looking for accountability? I found mine in the mirror. Have you found yours? Thank you. I also wrote a book, came out in October, Press of the Red Dahlia. If you want to buy it, come talk to me on Amazon, either or. I'll send it to you instead. It's easier for me to do it that way because it gets to you faster. And it's $20. All right. Thank you, y'all. Have a good night. Enjoy the show.
Our ladies are pissed. We are Amazon's procreating. Okay. Woof. Exactly. So we have Cosmic Vagina on deck. But right now, please welcome Ariana Milian.
Holy shit. Okay. I've been meaning to come here for like 3 months now. I'm all about divine timing. I wrote this poem on January 7th, and I'm reading it on February 7th, right? That's today. Yes. All right. Yeah, I'm tall. Oh, thank you. This is about pain. There's a lot of it. All right. My pain has done me some good for once. 294 Northwest, where there is set, leaving me paralyzed with regret. 294 Northwest, where it ticks. Oh, how lucky am I to be picked. A specific feeling pricked, now believing she's cursed. She questioned how something so small could burst. Knowingly she would murk, she whispered to all the jerks and the lurks, you're the bombs within me. slamming her foot down as hard as her heels clank. Mine built up like a tank, just as all the banks. She heard another clank. They preach the body like the Pradas, stitched up with little ticks, some yes made up of tricks, for which one will set off the final siren. Which one will let the pain cease? Which one will tame the beast? Which one will break the curse? Oh, how I'm just hoping this one just bursts. Suppose we should thank our own God with bombs, for the war has paused and the drought's just begun. I pushed my ego aside to keep you stringing along when it was only ever me holding on. The weight was already too far gone. The best I could do was sing you a song in hopes you'd chime along, inevitably finding your way back to me. If it's true that you love thee, please come back and wholeheartedly love me. Thank you.
Ariana Milian. Thank you for that. Right? We need love. We all want love. Some pure love. My goodness. Is there anybody in the room that hasn't gone up and would like to sign up? Please let me know. No? Anybody interested in going a second time? Okay, well, start looking and let's welcome up Cosmic Vagina.
Hello. My name is Cosmic Vagina and also Cami. Aquarius season has been weirdly difficult on me, even though I'm an Aquarius. I felt a little offended by that, but it was good for the first week. So, yeah, I've also been feeling some timing stuff, and I found the WOW nights like about a year ago. So I'm gonna read the first poem that I read at those a year ago, which was also the first poem I ever read in front of people, I think. A little circular moment coming into 2024. It is called Personal Attack on Women. A tick bit me on my right breast the other day, which felt like a personal attack on women. The little guy dove in his head, probably settling in for bed, thinking, hey, I can give her a disease and attack her womanness all at the same time. How convenient. It seems like the forms you fill out at the doctor's office should have an extra box to check, so right under any previous surgeries and are you allergic to any medications, there should be one that says, would you like the doctor to make this appointment about all of the ways the world has failed women, or instead just tell you that you'd benefit largely if you stopped eating bread? The other day, my gynecologist told me that I should get on birth control because ovulating less frequently can help prevent ovarian and cervical cancer. But if I was born to ovulate, then why am I being told not to? I've only ever had one penis in my body. And believe me when I say that my chances of getting pregnant were quite slim. I pulled a move I call gymnast mounting the beam. Every time. Every time old Brian showed a glimpse of pleasure that I'd mistaken for coming. Imagine a gymnast, legs straddling the balance beam, putting her weight into her hands and lifting her hips off the beam to reach a standing position. I, of course, didn't reach standing, but rather hovered above his poor, poor penis that had definitely not reached completion. It's funny how all natural toothpastes that are organic and paraben-free are named after men, like Tom or David. As if the natural world belongs to men, as if deep underlying healthy connectivity to one another somehow revolves around Tom or David. So if ticks are biting people's boobs and lesbians are being prescribed birth control despite no sperm entering their tubes, and toothpastes are all named after men who don't use lube, then who am I to blame for being self-conscious in the nude? Must I name the forces at B? saying, no, it's you, little tick, or you, doctor, or you, Tom, or David. Or must I accept that it's all me? Maybe it's a balance of both, but maybe I'm just naive. Thank you.
That motherfucker didn't stand a chance. Too brilliant. Let's welcome back up Vilma Gaban.
Thanks for having me back again. This one was also performed at the Nuyorican Poets Café open mic on Monday. And I mentioned a Harley in my last poem, so I'm sure you guys are curious. You know, it all starts wonderful, doesn't it? Roar. Such a distinctive sound, low vibration, deep-throated. Oh, the syncopated roar of the Harley engine. First time I heard it was when he rolled up to my place, a little cottage in the back roads of a sleepy Connecticut hamlet. I heard him less than a mile away, and it was like a tap, 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 tap to my soul. Such a different sound than that beefy Yamaha YZF that I used to ride. You know, the one that I rode for about 2 years after I upgraded from my Black Ninja. Crotch rockets. His Harley Deluxe excited me. It shifted a slack in my soul from neutral to fifth gear, revving me up. Here I was thinking we were riding our own, but his intention was to pick me up and tell me to ride, bitch. Now, I resisted proudly, declaring that I ride my own, but he insisted, said that there would be no turning back after this ride. Enticed, exhilarated, teased. I straddled my passenger seat and I snugged close. I submitted and held on for dear life. Down those winding scenic roads that make you feel like you never want to get off. Enjoying the moment you are breathing in the same wind, feeling the space in your being where your soul seeks another. And that is when I realized I wanted him. And I was coveting his Harley. After a year of dating, I brought my first Harley Sportster, and I never looked back. The thought of his and her Harleys was thrilling, pretty badass. Little did I know that I was with a badass that rode high. Placing my life in danger, my guardian angels were working triple time every time I was his passenger. 4 years later, after sharing the same home, I discovered his truth. And I begged him to get help. He clung to his lifestyle, rode like a bat out of hell. So I did what I needed to do, biding my time until he decided to leave the place we called home. I came back to fulfill my legal obligation. 1 more year in the place with the ugly truth was revealed. Walking into rooms with flashbacks, walking down the stairs with echoing memories of angry words exchanged. And outside on the driveway, my Harley remained, covered under the blanket of flashbacks, pain, and loss. I lost interest and just didn't want to look at her. One day, I shook off the post-traumatic stress and dusted her off and named her Raven. Turned on the ignition, ooh, and there he was. This plug firing sequencing, the Harley heartbeat echoing in my brain's trauma cells, and how do I release it? I became nauseous before mounting Raven. Self-talk was my gas. Push through the headache. Push through the heart palpitations. Zoom, 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 and I sped off. I'm not giving up my Sportster. I have to ride free, enjoy some wind therapy, and superimpose my memories over his. Well, one morning I heard his bike and thought I was losing my mind. He was driving onto the driveway right next door to me. Where was he going? Here I was now living alone, walking through this haunted house. Now I have to contend with this sight and sound. What the hell is he doing here? Oh, hell to the no. My fight and flight instinct vacillated between my shaky breaths. Which one would I take over? I kicked into high gear, put on my riding chaps, riding boots, riding jacket, slapped on my red lipstick because this mofo wasn't gonna see me busted. I turned on Raven, warmed her up, revved her up, used my heel to kick up that kickstand, and I sped off, showing him that I still ride, and he didn't take that away from me. When I got back, I saw that bike was gone. Thought perhaps he was visiting the old neighbor. However, 2 weeks later, I figured out that mofo moved next door, renting the house from the neighbor who was living abroad. Now I had to hear that damn sound every time he took off and came home. It was a living hell, really. What the hell did he decide to move next door to me for? And with a persistent spirit, I was digging my riding boots in the ground. I was not leaving. Hell no, you must go. And thankfully, the pandemic came. A moving truck came, and I saw his ass rolling off on his bike, and that's when my true healing started. Next, my moving truck came. I moved. I overcame. And now I upgraded to a road king. Yes, I call her La Reina. And this chick will never ride bitch again, 'cause I ride my own. I ride free, writing about my Harley trauma and how I'm in my own zone.
All the lies that you told, you have a way of acting flaky. I don't need the fake love now.
Vroom, vroom, vroom. In your own zone, boo. That's how you gotta do. Okay, now let's welcome back Emily Rose.
So this is new. Love that. I forget to say that every time. You see, and I drop this book so much but it's fine. Okay, so I am so much like my father, and we have not spoken in years. We pull our punches and we pull away, and we find it hard to stay for each other. We are so much of the same, it makes so much sense for so long that I've kept his name. I'm so much like my father, but I do not know him. The last time I saw him, before I saw him in a casket, we didn't know what to say to each other. I wish I told him more. I wish I told him more of love. I know he did not get enough love because he didn't get love from me. He was raised by a man that he shared no DNA like me. And my people, we know of being beaten until we learn how to fight. My grandmothers lived in buildings that knew their screams all too well, and the women in my family probably practiced makeup out of necessity rather than cover up and expel themselves to the uncertainty of their own streets. They knew those streets would give them worse beatings than they are used to, so they rubbed dirt on their wounds and moved on until they started to learn how to throw a proper punch, an elbow, moving up from biting, sitting on the floor and kicking so they wouldn't be hurt anymore. The truth is, for a while, they were just being beat. It's not glamorous. But who could blame us for making sure that that last time was the last time? Thank you.
All right, we're gonna keep it going, keep it flowing. Please welcome back Espada de la Luz. And on deck we have Shirley Faith, then Cap, Jasmine G. Ariana, let me know you got a second piece, great. And then Cosmic Vagina. But right now, Espada.
Yes. Run that back. Bring that from the top. I'm in the mood to sing today. So I'm gonna sing today. This song is called Divine Intervention, which I mentioned before. I'm dropping it on Valentine's Day, so gonna sing a little love song because I was pretty angry before. You could drop that ball. I just can't stop thinking about you, and I'm hoping that you feel the same way too. Is that cool? When I'm with you, I feel like floating. I wanna grasp and savor the moment, 'cause all the signs I've been ignoring, baby, I'm not done exploring. 'Cause I just can't stop thinking about you, and I'm hoping that you feel the same way too. Come and put your arms around me. I wish I always felt this happy. If you're trying to be my daddy, won't you tell me just how badly? 'Cause I just can't stop thinking about you, and I'm hoping that you feel the same way too. I just can't stop thinking about you, and I'm hoping that you feel the same way too. I love the way we vibe through divine intervention, tension taken to another dimension. I could help achieve ascension. I could make it ease, no need for apprehension. I could tell the way that you've been feeling me. I see it on your face, no need to disagree. I put it on you once and it's a guarantee. Boricua from the Bronx, reppin' Manatee. Thank you.
Fire! Woo! The best shows I've ever seen have happened in my kitchen. Straight up. Okay, we got Cap, and please welcome up Shirley Faith.
Novedades. Me dejaste mientras yo estaba de viaje. Mejor dicho, botaste casi todas tus cosas, pero quedabas en mi apartamento un ratico. Cuando tú al final me botaste de tu vida, quedaron unos objetos arbitrarios en mi apartamento. Dejaste algunas cosas que parecieron novedades, recuerdos de nuestro tiempo juntos. Dejaste el cepillo de dientes porque ya no me besabas más. Pensaba usarlo para limpiar el inodoro. 2 gorras que huelen a tu sudor. Ahora no vamos a escalar montañas juntos. Voy a escalar montañas con gente que tiene fuerza interior. Un montón de máscaras porque ya vi tu cara verdadera debajo de tus mascarillas. Ya no estoy en búsqueda de alguien que tenga que cubrir la cara falsa. 5 pares de lentejuelas de sol, porque siempre tenías que desviar sobre las mentiras en tus ojos. Encontraré gente que me reflejan las pasiones entre nos. Jabón de hombres. ¿Querías que mis futuros amantes huelan de ti? Prefiero el olor de la fuerza de gente que quieren cambiar el mundo. Un trapo de una toalla anaranjada, fea, echándose a perder para demostrarme que eres simple y que pensabas que eso significaría que no incomodarías a nadie. Haciendo hincapié que mis ambiciones para tener impacto con mi comunidad son caprichosas. Me gustan
los que quieren acomodar las oportunidades para los demás. Me dejaste con tus selfies donde ya no aparezco, para ponerlos en tu perfil de citas digitales. Ya sé que eran espejicísimos y espero que nadie caiga en esa trampa. Sábanas sucias manchadas con tu semen, para acordarme que me negaste sentir mi propio éxtasis hace meses. Las lavé. Reservo mi cama para los que entienden que el amor y el placer es algo entre dos. Dejaste las refutaciones escritas con una pluma indeleble encima de todas las cartas de amor que te escribí, negando tu culpabilidad en disminuirme. Lo que escribo siempre viene de mi corazón y nadie puede violar los sentimientos verdaderos. Realicé que por todos los años juntos, nada fue arbitrario, no eran novedades. Me botaste. La basura de uno es un tesoro para los demás. Eran claves de gran error que no he podido ver antes, cubiertos por tus gestos grandiosos.
Those selfies, right? Cuando uno ya no aparece en los selfies. That tactic. Okay, Jasmine G is on deck. Please welcome back Cap.
That song sounds nice. I want to hear it. Right? I'm like manifesting a trip to Puerto Rico as soon as possible. Like I talk about it all the time, every day. And I was Jasmine. I felt that, yeah. Yeah. This poem is inspired by like a trip some time ago. Good shit. Okay. It's called Waves of Joy. This body of joy begins in my mind, swoops down the bridge of my nose and kisses my lips. I smile, slowly, then all at once, like a wave you thought you ducked deep enough under. This body of joy glides into my cheeks, lifts my chin to the sky, seeking more of this moment. I laugh, gently, then all at once, like a wave you thought you jumped high enough over. This body of joy softens each stiff joint, stretches and contracts each tendon and muscle. I ache, slowly, then all at once, like a wave you ride back to shore. Thank you.
It's coming back around, just as I cross your mind.
What? Isla del Encanto. That's where we go and we heal. Okay, Ariana Milian is on deck. But right now, show some love for Jasmine G.
My work's all like mental health based, how I heal from my trauma and my anger. So this poem is more like me healing from my trauma. This old shit. Facing trauma means feeling pain, means no longer hiding, means telling your story, even when no one's listening. Haters scream, no one cares. Your story doesn't matter. You gotta ignore them because you care, right? You wanna heal. You wanna be heard. You're not an imposter. You're not made of steel. You're meant to feel. Your scars show survival. Your tears are the fuel that drive you. Your eyes drip with truth. You hate to speak. Your lips quiver in bone-chilling fear. Hard as the pen, let it explode. With the paper, let that ink splatter. The words don't have to make sense. You're writing your story for you. He want you to live, right? Show them how you're holding on. Show them how you fought the earth, saw every pill in that clear orange bottle. Show them how you stopped praying for your demise at the bottom of that cognac bottle. Show them how you overcame that fake life right before your morning alarm. But you can't make the other understand. They'll constantly check your pulse. From there, you scratch of your nails. The beast, they only hear the word malfunction. They only, because the slave isn't asking what's going on up there. They'll say you're not normal because you feel too deeply. They like when you were silent, smiled on command, but internally imploding. Because tried so hard not to be a nuisance. Hid your discomfort, just so they could feel safe from the damage they put on your already damaged psyche. But now you don't stay on the surface, because you found the strength to reach into your damaged insides. And now no demon is safe. Haters will chime in again. That's her reset button, she must be broken. Those must always correct them. Nope, she just learned to fight back. Thank you. That one isn't the book, just so you know. Thank you.
Okay, Cosmic Vagina is on deck. Please welcome back Ariana Milian.
I've been here like 20 times now, so hi. All right, this one's called Ellipsism. This one's short, kind of happier, so. After he and she were no longer we, I was left to bind myself in the pieces I allowed myself to drown in. Ooh, typo. I'm consumed with the sense of nothingness in this ocean that was supposed to be the perfect fit for two. You cried and I wept as I laid my head against your cheek. We both knew this was right. Why did it feel so wrong? The helplessness in my body flooded my mind. I needed you. I wanted you. You left me, yet I'm gone with you. I'm not sure if you'll ever come back or if I'll even let you. What I know for sure is that you and me were meant to be as we were and as we forever shall be in my heart and in your dreams. Thank you.
That was super sweet. Oh, so tender. Right, vulnerability is such a superpower that it's mistaken for weakness all the time. It's so sad. Hopefully we'll start really as a whole being, a whole conscious connection, entity, all together, one, open up to each other's vulnerability and like be safe, a safe space for it. Anyhow, let's bring back Cosmic Vagina.
Breakdown. I meant to say last time that it's so special to be here like a year later because these nights have been so special. So thank you to everyone for just like such a cool environment to see everyone else feel like, I feel like we all get what we need and it's like a collective, it's awesome. This poem is called The Sexiest Plate of Food. It was inspired from a still life picture of a plate of fruit. An artichoke looks terribly like a vagina in a way that makes me feel so bad for the vagina. Cherries thrown about as if they are plentiful, and grapes so slick they could be sucked on endlessly. Is there anything funny about a plate of food? And why do the orange peels drape themselves on the platter like dainty ladies? Oh, is it all right if I just lie down for a minute, says the shallot, as she unties the piece of silk holding her robe closed. Is this spot taken, says the pomegranate, as all her pieces fall out on the floor like children who don't need their mother anymore. What on earth is a medlar? Sending him my best for being an unsexy fruit. He's dripping, or he's crying. Next time I'm sobbing on the side of the street, I sure hope someone comes up to me and says, "Excuse me, ma'am, you're dripping a bit." And then I'd drip some more, squeezing my juices out of my eyes. I don't drip like a medlar all the time. It only occurs if I think too much at work, as opposed to mindlessly digesting my tasks like salty crackers all lined up in a row. As it turns out, medlars aren't edible until they've begun to rot. As it turns out, I have a horribly hard time letting myself rot. Thank you.
Keep it fresh, Cosmic Vagina. Keep it fresh. No rotting. Okay, have you guys had a great time? And when I say guys, I mean us. Yes. Oh, did you pop like a popcorn? You're like, I think I could do this. Yes? Oh! How wonderful is that? Finally, that's amazing. A transformation. A poet is about to be born right before our eyes. How exciting. I always said we're like popcorn. You know, you heat it up. Some pop early, right? But you know, some people wait right to the end and pop. And then some of us are just the crunchy ones that are really tasty too, but don't ever pop. So what's your name? Victoria, ladies and gentlemen, what's good? A poet is about to be born. Please welcome for the very first time tonight, Victoria.
Hi everyone, my name is Victoria. This is my first time doing this. Okay, this poem is called How Are You Doing? Sorry. How are you doing? I'm walking to break in new shoes. I'm reading the Haitian Times and hoping my father wakes up tomorrow. I'm silencing his calls. I'm pretending it doesn't hurt. I'm saying good morning to the neighbors on my block. I'm sidestepping their kids racing by me on the sidewalk. I'm watching my ankles around their scooters and their tricycles. I'm relishing the orange sunsets of my bedroom. I'm joining the New York morning rush. I'm sleeping uptown most nights. I'm letting her hold me gently. I am forgetting to plan my mother's 50th birthday. I am trying to learn to cry. I am getting day drunk on champagne-laced orange juice. I am learning the art of brunch. I am calling my college friend who moved away. I am picturing who her new friends must be. I am hoping they love her well. I'm sitting on Fifth Ave writing bad poetry. I am staying up too late. I am longing for a home that doesn't exist. I am offering my roommate a hug. I am watching my country burn from afar. I am spitting into the flames. That's it.
Congratulations, Victoria. That was beautiful. Show some more love to Victoria. Wow. We did that together. We popped that cherry, baby. Pop that cherry, baby. Pop, pop the cherry, baby. Pop, pop the cherry, baby. Pop, pop, pop the cherry, baby. Pop, pop the cherry, baby. Pop. Ladies and gentlemen, a poet was born tonight. How beautiful is that? I live for this. This is what it's about, you know, creating a safe space, safe enough for someone to take the leap and just share and be vulnerable. Wow. How beautiful. Yes. So I guess I'll close out with some, no. This one's a little old. It's an oldie but goodie. And it's about me and Mike. Yeah. Last night, me and my boyfriend had a fight. It was about me and Mike and being out all night. And he was right. I've been with Mike for nearly most of my life. My boyfriend feels some type of way. With him, things don't sit right. Because simply said, Mike calls, and I don't think twice about grabbing him in the dark and most times in the light. Me and Mike got a handshake, got a bond so tight. Sometimes he gives me feedback if my voice spikes. And once connected, he makes sure that I'm respected. He makes me feel special even when he's being tested. Mike checks to make sure my sound is always perfected and that when my jaw unclenches, I'm heard deep into the trenches. Mike isn't even into any honorable mentions. He tells me all the time he wants me to shine. And though deep down inside, I wish he was all mine, I gotta get in line so that others get his time. I'm in love with Mike. And now my boyfriend wants to leave me. I tell him it's platonic, but he doesn't believe me. But the more he fights with me, the more I run to Mike. Something about this situation just ain't right. I wrote a rhyme and Mike called. He was waiting in the booth. He knew I was feeling cute, wanted to hear me spit my truth. And everybody always gets our relationship confused. I don't take him to my bed. Oh, wait, yeah, sometimes I do. I said I do, because I use Mike even to talk to you. Papa, can you hear me? In my love life, I have two. One just wants to hear me, the other wants me for his boo. I can manage my time between them if my boyfriend wasn't jealous. I want Mike in my life, but my boyfriend wouldn't let us. Fast forward, after getting my boyfriend's ultimatum, right now he's somewhere thinking that I probably hate him. Because since he made me choose, I decided not to date him. Me and Mike come first, and with that, there's no debating. Love just isn't love if there's a limit to creating. Because all that jealousy made it feel more like he was hating. He could have sang a song with me instead of always orchestrating. Invalidating my loyalty, now that's quite infuriating. But Mike just laughs as he's seen him come and go. He thinks it's fantastic because it just improves my flow. Will I ever find a man that isn't threatened overall, or maybe even down for a little menage a trois? Mike is down for anything. That's what I love about him. I'm looking for a lover that isn't trying to out him, because me and Mike, we in it for life. We really bout it. I tell people it's forever, but they always seem to doubt it. Psh, me and Mike.
It's all so simple to see.
Mike is so good. Mike is so good. Be Mike good to Mike, and Mike will be good to you. So, one last piece to go. Yeah, why not, right? I haven't been reading quite often, I must say. I've been trying to get all these slams going at the Bowery and the Grand Slam at the Puerto Rican Traveling Theater and our events at ICP and collaborations in so many places in New York City. It just feels so wonderful. We're going to be at the Poets House on Friday with Elizabeth Velasquez and the Combo Rican Ensemble. We're bringing salsa and bilingualism and our culture and, the African diaspora. And we're just doing all these beautiful things throughout the city. And I'm just, it's hard to wear so many hats at once, but somehow, fuck it, I do that shit. That's where the Bruja shit comes in. But it ain't no joke. And I just hope that, you keep thriving, keep writing. We're doing workshops too. We just brought Anthony McPherson on our crew as our host, and, just so many beautiful things. So stay tuned with us. Follow the Nuyorican Poets Café if you don't already. Follow me, La Bruja NYC, Non-Latinos, La Bruja NYC. And now we'll end it off with some WAP. Because that's a WAP, that's a WAP, that's a WAP. W.A.P. Women aren't protected. Words as projectiles. We are persecuted. wishing away pain, watching angry people, wanting all parts, weathered against patriarchy, wrangled as property, wearing aprons professionally, welcoming angels presently, wittingly arming prowess, wimpish assholes, prod, W.A.P. That's a WAP, that's a WAP, that's a WAP. Why ask presidents who act poisonously whether America punishes with abandonment purposefully, while amounting pesos with arrogant pride, walking around pedophiles who adore pussy? Whiskerless, aren't pure. Wednesdays are penciled with addresses privately. Wi-Fi accesses, pornography. Women arrive posturized. Weddings arranged prematurely. Whatever asses provide. That's a WAP. That's a WAP. That's a WAP. W.A.P. Widow adolescents placate. Whispering alarms penetrate. Why, asked Poppy, will anyone persevere? Whites aren't prosecuted, well, that's a purpose. Go ahead, went around, popping wide, arrayed pills, whatever addiction pleases. Against poverty while acting puny, washing areas profusely, winds agitate pollution. Why aren't people wide awake polemically? Where's afterlife pointing? Which is the line? Powers wishing altruistic peace. WAP adamantly villainized, wet and pink. Warriors attack politics. What you think? Always pushing, we ain't playing. Why ask permission? We are pissed, we are Amazons procreating. Wild and promiscuous, we're all psychos. We're all prostitutes, well aware prudes. Watched and perceived, well groomed and pretty. Writing acronym poetry. That's a WAP, that's a WAP, that's a WAP, that's a WAP. W.A.P. Y'all ain't ready. That's a WAP, that's a WAP, that's a WAP, and that's a wrap for tonight's W.O.W. Women Orators Wednesday. Woo-hoo! Thank you so much, everybody that blessed this stage. Thank you, Loisaida Center, Nuyorican Poets Café, La Bruja, over and out. That's a WAP. Cool. You saw how it came to me with the music, but without it, I had to read it. Isn't that crazy how the mind works? Bananas. Thank you for that. Tech support. All right, we good? Thank you. Oh, there's an after party if anybody wants to keep hanging out at Francis Kite Club. It's a nice bar on Avenue C at 3rd. It's free. Nice ambiance. Tell them Nuyorican Poets Café sent you.